Gosei Sentai Dairanger!
Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Gosei Sentai Dairanger episode commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 22, The Great Secret Art of the Tiger Club. And remember, if you do enjoy what you see, please remember to like and subscribe. It just means a lot on a small channel like this. Now, let's get into the episode. The episode opens with the Triumvirates using their abilities on the Dairangers as they're trying to save Ryu, as the Rangers repeatedly go flying. Zydos charges at the Rangers, but is blasted by Akumaru, who warns the Triumvirate to keep their hands off of Kiba Ranger. As the Rangers make use of the distraction, with Kiba Ranger using a key attack to send Zydos flying, as the others free Ryu. He transforms as the ground violently shakes, and at HQ, Kaku senses the berth is soon. The Rangers summon their Kiden Beast to head to the berth, and Ku is left behind, as he says how jealous he is they have Kiden Beasts, as Byako tells him the new Kiden Beast is his. As he tells Ku to hold him above his head, Byaku Shinken flies Ku to the berth, while in the Gorma Palace, Akumaru has been sent to face Gorma 15. He's reprimanded for his actions and sent back to the Shogun, but Akumaru says he still has a trump card, and with it, he will bring Kiba Ranger into the Gorma. Gorma 15 says he will give Akumaru one last chance, but if he fails, he will pay with his life. Elsewhere, a guy is putting his pet turtles in a river when he sees lights in the sky, before feeling an explosion, collecting his turtles and rushing off. At the top of the hill, the Dairangers along with Kaku prepare for the berth, as the Rangers raise their Kiden crystals high, transforming. As Ku finds Kameo watching, he tells him it's a secret ceremony, as Byaku pops out saying get lost and scaring the man away, before telling Ku to watch carefully as the sky darkens. As lightning strikes around the Rangers, their balls begin to glow, as the Rangers are pelted with rocks. While on an island, Akumaru confronts Ku's mum, who he has in chains. As Ryuseo and the other Kiden Beasts blast the ground near the Rangers, and fires rage, the sixth beast is born. As it struggles to its feet, it's cheered on by the Rangers, before it starts to run, before falling on its back. Transforming to Kiba Ranger, Ku receives the white Heavenly Lili Ball, allowing him to control the One Tiger, much to Shoji's annoyance. As Kiba Ranger leaves, riding on One Tiger, they're attacked by Lady Ring, as he enters the tiger's head, and as the beast roars, causing the Gorma to writhe in pain, Beast transforms to Kiden Bujin One Tiger. Attacking with its sword, fists and feet, it takes on the Gorma, before using the fire jewel to launch an attack from the mouth on its chest. Summoning the ghosts of her sisters, the three Gorma attack, sending it flying in its beast form, and Ku is powered down. As Akumaru approaches in the carriage and dismounting, shows Ku his mother, bound and gagged in a second carriage. Ku races to his mum, but is stopped by Akumaru, who says he must become Gorma if he wants to be with his mum, but Ku refuses, knocking him away and trying to take his mum, but she's sent flying away by Akumaru as Ku grabs him. Back with the giant Gorma, Ryuseo has mounted One Tiger, using its staff to knock aside the monsters as it causes a rock slide that crushes Akumaru, who explains that he found Ku's mum and imprisoned her, and Ku will never see her again as he passes away. As Byako encourages Ku to continue his fight against the Gorma, Ku once again transforms, rejoining One Tiger and combining with the other Kiden Beasts to form Kiba Dio. Striding through a barrage of attacks from the Gorma, it knocks back both the ghosts, before launching the flying sword attack, sending the Ho-Oh beast flying at the Gorma, destroying them, as Kiba Dio and Ryuseo shake hands, celebrating the win. Later, Ku is thinking of his mother as he runs to a viewing point looking out over the water, as the episode ends. Okay, so first off, I gotta say, thanks Akumaru, because he made it so easy for them to rescue Ryu. Just, you know, Akumaru butts in, sabotaging his dad's plan, basically, like his dad did to him in the previous episode. But he was just like, oh yeah, Akumaru's got involved. And all of a sudden, they're just like, yeah, we've got Ryu, thank you. Bye. Because then they go and, like, ride their Kiden Beasts off to like where one tiger's going to be born. And Akumaru's obsession with Kiba Ranger has ended up costing him his life. First off, damn Dairanger, they actually just like offed a child character. I mean, seriously, he's crushed to death by boulders. And actually, like, you know, has enough left in him to actually be like, yeah, so you'll never see your mum again. And also, that's the other thing. How did he have Ku's mum? You know, she ran away years ago. He's obviously caught her, like kidnapped her, whatever. And he's using her obviously now. But that means this has been planned for a long time. So he obviously knows something more than most others do. So he knew more. But, you know, spoilers later down the line, because I do remember some bits, but they haven't happened yet, and I'm not dropping spoilers for other things, so no. It's the first appearance of the turtle-loving Kameo. He reminds me a little bit of the Yellow Ranger from Gentleman. Just because he seems like a nice guy, he's a bit bumbling, and yeah, slightly overweight, but I'm one to talk. So if I make fat jokes, I'm making them about myself at the same time. But yeah, it's the first appearance for him. He's obviously going to be reappearing several times. I like him. You know, he loves his turtles. You know, he'll take them out to the river and put them in, and like, okay, Candy and Mats and whoever the other one was. And of course, you know, I'm saying the first appearance of Kameo. It's the first appearance after a lot of explosions and lightning strikes to one tiger. And its first, like, roars are like a little kitten tiger, meow, meow, sort of roars. And it's struggling to stand up and all the rest of it. It's so... I love it. I love it so much. They're sort of... I don't want to say humanizing, but... they're bringing life to these Kiden beasts. And I absolutely love it. I really do. And also like the falling over and all the rest of it. Which, when you consider Power Rangers used this footage, I think a couple of times, then it was just sort of like, really? Tommy can't pilot his Zord properly? But in this, it makes sense. And Power Rangers sort of like, okay, Tommy's crashing his Zord. He's had a Zord before. Hell, that, although saying that, that one was on remote control. Although this time he blames Sabo. It's like, I thought you knew what you were doing. I love the bit, because obviously, like, you've got the first like bit with one tiger, and then he goes into battle mode, like warrior mode or whatever. But then, obviously, Kiba Ranger powers down its coup again. So before he transforms again, you've got Ryuseo in its own warrior form, riding one tiger into battle with his, like, rod out, like, bashing him out of the way. Like a old school medieval knight with his lance. Just... absolutely brilliant. And, of course, you know, it inadvertently destroys Agorma, because that was how Akumaru messes in. Could have meant the end of Kiba Ranger as well, because, you know, Ku was right there. So luckily the rocks fell where they did, and not slightly to the side, because it could have been one Ranger down and the Gorma keeping, like, Akumaru. So, isn't it lucky? Great establishing shots of Kiba Dio with all the Kiden beasts attached to one tiger. Me and my mate, when we used to play with the toys back in the day, because his mum somehow managed to get him all of them. He had Megazord, Dragonzord, Titanus, Tigerzord, Thunder Megazord, Tor the Shuttle Zord. I'm still trying to get hold of Tor. You know, he had all of them, like those first few seasons, and they were so hard to get. I didn't get any of them because both my parents worked full time, and the only one I ever got was the remote control Megazord, which was supposed to go forward and go back and turn and then go forward, and it was on a wire as well, so you had to stay close to it. Not the best particular one. I wanted the one that transforms, basically the smaller version of that, like the 93 version, obviously, not the Legacy or anything. But you know, when we played, especially once we got to the Thunder bit, because Tommy was his favourite. I didn't care. He could do Dragon Zord, he could have Tiger Zord. My favourite was always Red, so I had the main Megazord. But we never realised, I don't think we ever read the instructions, to be honest. But we didn't realise that the Lion Thunderzord goes on the back of Kiba. So I had to check my notes for the name of the thing. So yeah, it goes on the back, which is how I got mine displayed now. It's a good way of keeping it stored safely. Although you can't store the helmet that way. Helmet's still loose. But yeah, we didn't realise. So having that pic, and it's just a shot of the back of it with like the line on there. It's nice we've got that on there. It is. But you never really see it again. You got to really be paying attention if you ever want to try and see that again, because you only ever see it from the front. Power Rangers. Again, White Light Part 1 and 2. It's the giant monster footage, some tiger footage, as well as the main One Tiger versus Lady Ring giant fight. And basically, the footage from this, like Kiba Ranger riding on top of One Tiger, Ryuseo riding One Tiger, and so many other bits are going to be used as stock footage in so many Power Rangers episodes. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's the main establishing shots from now on. You know, Tiger Zord's called. That's it. It's going to be like charging in on that bit. So, and then of course, like Tommy riding it like, yeah, I'm riding my Tiger Zord. So, yeah. This episode is basically the filler material for every Power Rangers Season 2 episode with the White Ranger in. Ain't that like a good thing for them? They're getting their money's worth out of it. But hey, that has been like a welcome addition to the team. You know, we've got the 6th Ranger and now we've got the 6th Kiden Beast. And next time, things are going to be hotting up. So I'll see you then. Bye.